Tell us about UF. Tell us about the Gators.
Well, the Gators are a great team, as always. They are full of talent. They play a great style of soccer. They've shown all season they're a top team in the country. So it's going to be a great match. And this is where it's at the end of the season. It means a lot to both teams.
Yeah.
So we have our work cut out for us going to Florida, but we always do. And we've had success there in the past. We hope to bring our best game to Florida again this year.
Either, I guess, my math isn't so great, but splitting the conference title or outright winning the conference title, what does that mean to the program?
Well, it's huge. We have to do our job to we control our destiny right now, which is wonderful going into our final game. So sometimes you have to wait on a team to results. For us, we know we go there and we win or tie, we won a championship, and so we're going to be battling to do that. So that's something that we've put ourselves in a position to win a championship the last game of the season. It will be exciting. We know we need to play, and we're going to focus on that one game, and we'll get great results if we can get the job done on that night.
Obviously the results have been there, but is this team, are you playing good soccer right now? Are you where you want to be heading into this final stretch?
Yeah, this team has played well all season. We've been very consistent. That's where we've been able to continue. It's very difficult to go through the SEC season undefeated, and that's where we are right now. And unfortunately last night was a letdown, giving up a goal in the last minute, but sometimes those things can help you going forward. It will give us maybe be a little bit more sharp when we play Florida. We understand the things that we didn't do well, and we'll need to fix them for the next time and moving forward to postseason play. When we lost earlier this year, we looked at some things, and sometimes it can help you really propel yourself forward and make sure you take care of things that weren't working, and maybe you look a little closer at how to fix it. So when you have a little bump in the road, that's where you can kind of really propel yourself from. And so that's what this team, I think, has done all year, and has done a good job, and that's what we expect from this team, our group on Thursday.
Maybe they haven't shown in the regular season games, but what are those things that you've kind of corrected and turned around?
Well, it's little things. There's not a lot to change. That's the nice thing about it. It's just getting to your position early. We harp a lot on team defense and making sure that we're organized and doing our jobs and getting positions before it becomes a scramble. And I think last night we got away from that a little bit sometimes. Taking care of the ball, finding people's feet, playing open players. Last night we tried to play a bit long sometimes when we had another option, or we had another pass and we settled for a long shot. There's just little things that we've done all year, and we're better than that, and we've got to make sure we continue to do that as we go into postseason play.
With so much roster turnover that you've had, are you surprised that you're in this position that you're in right now?
Yes, in the beginning of the season for sure. Coming in, we had a lot of questions unanswered. You're relying on freshmen to come in and replace the role of seniors that have had lots of experience. So you're not sure how those players will react. You also have even our returning players and our captains having a lead for the first time and step into those roles. So it's always, you're not quite certain where you're at going into a season, but the way they prepared and played every day and what they've done, I'm not surprised at this point where we are. Back when we started, yes, but I couldn't be happier for the team to put themselves in the position to win a championship.
Is this the best freshman class you've ever had?
Probably in numbers-wise, yes, and what we've asked them to do right away. We've always had freshmen come in and play crucial roles for us, from the start. But this group has really stepped into a team that, having had so much success the year before, that's a lot of pressure on a group to come in and fill those shoes, and they've done tremendous. And I think it was a big credit to the returning players to bring them in and really make them feel comfortable and welcome them into the team, and then for them to really blossom under that leadership, and they've just gotten after it, and I'm very pleased with what they've done early on in their careers, and the attitudes is what has made it probably the best thing about this team, are the attitudes. And across the board, everyone plays their role, knows their role, and challenges each other day in and day out, and that's a sign of a great team.
12 shutouts. How about the play of your keeper and your back line?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it today actually in film that, the shutouts aren't just about the goalkeeper and not just about the back line. They have to be very good, but so does everyone in front of them. And it starts with Savannah up top starting our pressure, and then the midfield working back and covering, the wingers working back to make sure our outside backs aren't left 1v1 in the flank. So it's a complete team effort on the defense, and obviously making goals is huge for us, that we feel confident with her if they do get opportunities that most likely she's there to make a save.